Alright, solve for the value of m. You've given that 5 raised to the power of m plus 5 raised to the power of m is equals to 80 raised to the power of m. What I see here is 2 times 5 raised to the power of square root of m is equals to 8 times 5 raised to the power of m. Okay, 2 times 5 square root of m is equals to 5 times 16 all raised to the square root of m. Or rather, let's just put it like this. So we have 2 times 5 to the square root of m is equals to 5 to the square root of m times 16 to the square root of m. Right? Times 16 to the square root of m. We say divide by 5 to the square root of m, divide by 5 to the square root of m. What do we have? We have 2 is equal to 16 to the square root of m. Right? 2 is equals to 2 to the 4 square root of m. Right? 2 is equals to 4 square root of m. This is a 1, therefore 1 is equals to 4 square root of m. Therefore 1 over 4 is equals to the square root of m. We square both sides, therefore m is equals to 1 over 16 to the power of x plus 2 raised to the power of x is equals to 72. Solve for x. Is 2 raised to the power of 2x plus 2 to the x is equals to 72. Let 2 to the x equals to k. Therefore, the first one is going to be k squared plus k is equals to 72. Therefore, k squared plus k minus 72 is equals to 0. Right? 72 can be broken down into 36 by 2, 9 by 8. So that's the one we're looking for. 0. Where k, 9 has to be positive, k, 8 has to be negative. Therefore, k is equals to negative 9, or k is equals to minus 8. Positive 8. Right. Therefore, 2x is equals to negative 9 is invalid. There can never be a solution. Nothing raised to the power of nothing will ever produce a negative number. It's not about the 9, it's about the negative part of it. So therefore we're going to have 2 to the x is equals to 8. Therefore 2 to the x is equals to 2. No, 3. X is equals to 3. That's our solution. We have x raised to the power of 1 over 2 plus x raised to the power of 1 over 2 plus x raised to the power of 1 over 2 is equals to 12. What we see is 3 times x raised to the power of 1 over 2 is equals to 12. Divide by 3 on both sides, therefore x raised to the power of 1 over 2 is equals to 4. X raised to the power of 1 over 2 squared is equals to 4 squared, therefore x is equals to 16. Square root of 2 raised to the power of x is equals to 2 raised to the square root of x. Solve for x. So what we understand here is that this is going to be 2x raised to the power of 1 over 2 should be equals to 2 square root of x. It's going to be 2x over 2 is equals to 2 square root of x. We're going to equate 2 is equals to square root of x. Right? And then we're going to cross multiply. We're going to have 2 square root of x. Then we're going to square both sides. We're going to have x squared is equals to 4x. We're going to have x squared minus 4x is equals to 0. Therefore, x minus 4 is equals to 0. X is equals to 0. X is equals to 4. Right. The square root of 3 raised to the power of x times the square root of 4 raised to the power of x is equals to 144. Okay. What I see here is that we have 3x times 4x divided by 2. Okay, let's just do this real quick. 3x, oh my god, wait. We have 3x over 2 times 4x over 2 is equals to 12 over to the 2. Alright, what we have is a 3 times 4 x over 2 is equals to 12 to the 2. Therefore 12 raised to the power of x over 2 is equals to 12 to the 2. X over 2 should be equals to 2. Therefore x is equals to 4. Alright, we have the following. Says solve for x. Therefore we have x squared all divided by x raised to the 1 over 2 is equals to x. Therefore x squared minus 1 over 2 is equals to x. Therefore this is x. 3 over 2 is equals to x. Divide both sides by x, therefore it becomes x3 minus 2 minus 1 is equals to 1. Therefore x to the power of 1 over 2 is equals to 1. X is equals to 1. Okay, x 3 over 2 is equals to 64. So for x, therefore x should be raised to the inverse of this, which is 2 over 3, should be equals to 64 raised to the inverse of this, which is 3 over 2. X raised to this is just 1 is equals to 64 is what? It is 2 raised to the 6, 2 over 3. X is equals to 2, 6 times 2 divided by 3. X is equals to 2 to the 4. X is equals to 16. Okay. 3x plus 6x divided by 3x is equals to 3. What we have here is a 3 plus a 3 times a 2 to the x, all divided by 3x is equals to 3. Therefore 3 plus 3, 2, 3, 3. Okay, factor the 3, have a 1 plus a 2 to the x divided by 3 to the x is equals to 3. The 3x's they cancel. We have 1 plus 2 x is 3. Therefore 2, the 1 comes aside, becomes a 2. X is equals to 1. So for x. Alright, from here we're going to use the FOIL method, where we say this is going to be 14x minus 6 is equals to 12x plus 15. It's going to be 14x minus 12x is equals to 15x. 15 plus 6, because the 6 comes aside, is going to be 2x is equals to this one in hat. It's going to be 21. Yes. Minus 6, 15. X is going to be 21 over 2. Alright. So for x, we say the cube root of this is going to be 3. X all raised to the power of 1 to the 3 is equals to cross multiplication 9 times 9. If we check inside here, we're going to say big bracket 3 to the 3 x bracket 1 over 3 is equals to 9 times 9 is 81. And then what we're going to say is 3x big bracket is 1 over 3 is equals to 81. Therefore 3x divided by 3 is equals to 81. Therefore 3x is equals to 81. 3x is equals to 3 to the 4. Therefore x is equals to 4. That is the solution. Alright, here we have 5 raised to the power of 3x minus 7 is equals to 3 raised to the power of 3x minus 7. Say solve for x. If you divide both sides by 3 raised to the power of 3x minus 7, by 3 raised to the power of 3x minus 7, we will have 5 divided by 3 raised to the power of 3x minus 7 should be equals to 1. And then we realize that 5 raised to the power of 3x to the 0 is 1. Therefore, 3x minus 7 is equals to 0. 3x is equals to 7 and x is equals to 7 over 3. Alright, what we have here is x plus 2 is equals to x plus 2 cubed is equals to 125 cubed. Obviously, it's x plus 2 cubed. Find the cube root should be equals to the cube root of 125. X plus 2 is equals to 5. Then x is equals to 5 minus 2, which is 3. 4 raised to the power of x plus 2 is equals to 8. Therefore, what we have is 2 raised to the power of 2. X plus 2 is equals to 8. What we have is 2 raised to the power of 2x plus 4 is equals to 8. Right? 2 to the power of 2x plus 4 is equals to 2 to the power of 3. Therefore, 2x plus 4 is equals to 3. Therefore, 2x is equals to 3 minus 4. 2x is equals to minus 1. X is equals to 1 over 2, which is a negative. We have another question, which is x is the height and 8 is the base, and the area of the triangle is 48. And the question is find the value of x. So we say area is equals to 48 centimeter squared, and the base is equals to 8 centimeter, and the height is equals to x. What we realize is that area is equals to half base times height. In this case, the area is 48, half of the base, which is 8, times height, which is x. We have 48 is equals to 4x, where x is going to be equals to 12 centimeters. Okay, below we have a triangle, which is one side is x, the other side is 6, and the area of the triangle is 30 centimeters squared. The question is to find the value of x. So we have area is equals to half base times height. In this case, the area is given to be 30, and the base is 6, and the height is x. If we plug everything, we say 30, which is the area, is equals to half. The base is 6, the height is x, therefore 30 is equals to 3x, therefore x is equals to 10. N squared minus 2n is equals to 3n. Solve for the value of n. Therefore what we have is n squared minus 2n is equals to 3n. Therefore n squared minus 2n minus 3n is equals to 0. Therefore n squared minus 5n is equals to 0. You factor the n, you have an n minus a 5 is equals to a 0. Therefore n is equals to 0 and or n is equals to 5. Alright, the square root of 8 over t is equals to 4. Solve for t. Therefore we're going to have the square root of 8 over t is equals to 4. You square both sides, you say the square root of 8 over t squared should be equals to the square root of 4. This should be equals to 4 raised to the power 2. Then this side, what we're going to have is 8 over t is equals to 16. Therefore 8 over 16 is equals to t. Then t is equals to 1 over 2. Over a is equals to a over 8. So for the of a. Okay, so if we have the square root of 8 over a is equals to a over 8, we square both sides, the square root, we square both sides, the square root of 8 over a squared should be equals to the square root of a over a squared. Therefore 8 over a is equals to a squared over 8 squared, which is equals to 8 cubed is equals to a cubed. Therefore, a is equals to 8. Alright, c plus c divided by c is equals to c over 2. Alright, solve for c. Therefore, 2c divided by c is equals to c over 2. Therefore, 2 is equals to c over 2. Therefore, 4 is equals to c. C is equals to 4. Alright, we have this triangle here that is given, with one side being x meters, the other side being 4 meters, and the other side being x plus 2 meters. The question is, what is the value of x? Mathematics. When we see this here, we know it's a right angle triangle. Therefore, it means 4 squared plus x squared, right? Which is these sides here, which is this which is this side here and that side here. The squared, it's a base segment. It's x squared. Well, in this case we can't use x because, right, but we're going to say, let's just say a is here, right? We're going to say ay squared plus yz squared should be equals to az squared. Pretty straightforward. And then from here we're going to say ay is going to be 4 squared plus yz is going to be x squared is equals to az is going to be x plus 2 all squared. This one is going to be 16, this one is going to be x squared, this one is going to be x squared plus 2x plus 2x plus 4, which is going to be x squared minus x squared is equals to 2x 16 minus 4 is equals to 2x plus 2x. 16 minus 4 is going to be 12, therefore 4x is going to be equals to 12. Then x is going to be equals to 3. That is the value of x. Solve for x, where x squared minus 5x plus 4 plus 1 is equals to 0. And evaluate x squared over x to raise to the 4 plus 1. Alright. So we're going to say x squared minus 5x plus 1 is equals to 0. For a is equals to 1, b is equals to minus 5, and c is equals to 1, where x is equals to minus b plus minus b squared minus 4ac all divided by 2a. Therefore x is going to be minus b minus 5 plus minus square root minus 5 squared minus 4a c square root all divided by 2a. Therefore x is equals to 5 plus minus square root 25 minus 4 is 25 minus 4 all divided by 2. X is equals to 5 minus square root of 21 divided by 2, and or x is equals to 5 plus square root of 21 all divided by 2. What you would do is you would sub x value into x squared over x4 plus 1, and you'd get your solution. 4 raised to the power of x is equal to 128. Therefore 2 raised to the power of 2, x is equals to 128 is what? is 64 times. So 2 raised to the power of 32, 64, 128. I'm going to go with 7. I'm not sure. I'm going to double check it. Therefore, 2 to the power of 2x is equals to 2 to the power of 7. Therefore, 2x is equals to 7. Therefore, x is equals to 7 over 2 is our answer. Okay, so for x, we're going to have 2 over 3 squared. All of this raised to the square root of x should be equals to 3 raised to the power of 2 cubed. All of this raised to the power of x, square root of x minus 5. Right? We go further. We say 2 over 3, 2 root x is equals to 3 over 2 is equals to 3 root x minus 15. Right? But since you see this side, the 2 is at the top, the 3 is at the bottom, is not equal to the 3 at the top and the 2 at the bottom, you introduce this thing, the inverse. Right? The inverse of this is that one. Right? So how are you going to introduce this? It's just by saying the negative of this should be equals to this as is. Right? 1 over 15. This is what we're going to have. So we're going to have 15 comes this side, becomes a positive. Therefore we have 3 root x. 2 comes this side, becomes a plus 2 root x. So we have 5 root x is equals to 15. We have root x is equals to 3. We have x is equals to, you guessed it, 9. That's our solution. Alright. We're going to say 2 raised to the power of 3x is equals to 2 raised to the power of negative 2. Therefore 3x is going to be negative 2. Therefore x is going to be 2 over 3, all negative. Finish. 5 raised to the power of x is equals to 125 raised to the power of x minus 1. With 5 raised to the power of x is equals to 5 raised to the power of 3 x minus 1. Therefore 5 raised to the power of x is equals to 5, 3 x minus 3. Therefore x is equals to 3x minus 3. Therefore is equals to 3 comes this side, becomes a positive. 3x, 3 comes this side, make x minus this side. Therefore 3 is equals to 2x. Therefore x is equals to 3 over 2. Alright. What we have here is 2 to the x times 2 to the 2 plus 2 to the x is equals to 20. 2 to the x bracket 2 to the 2 plus 1 is all equals to 20. 2 to the x is 4 plus 1 is 5 is 20. Divide both sides by 5 is equals to 4. Therefore 2x is equals to 2 to the 2. Therefore x is equals to 2. I kid you not, bro. And she are just... Alright. What we're going to have here, we're going to have 5x, 5 to the 3 is equals to 7, 7 to the 3. Divide both sides by 7x. Divide both sides by 7x. What we have is a 5 times over is all equals to, then we proceed to divide again both sides. 5x times 3 over 7x, or bracket divided by 5 to the 3 is equals to 7, 3 divided by 5 to the 3. Therefore 5x over 7x is equals to 7 to the 3 over 5 to the 3. You say 5, 7, x is equals to 7, 5 to the 3. Therefore, x is equals to negative 3. That's our answer. Alright, so for x, and then determine and evaluate rather the value of x plus y squared. Okay, cool. X plus y squared. The long way would be to find x and find y. The short way would be to understand that x plus y squared is equals to x plus y, x plus y, which makes x squared plus xy plus xy plus y squared, which is equals to x squared plus 2xy plus y squared. The long way would be to solve for x and solve for y. The simple, straightforward way would be to realize that x y squared is equals to x squared plus 2xy plus y squared. If you pair it properly, you'd realize that x squared plus y squared plus 2xy. You say, what is xy plus y squared? What is x squared plus y squared? Is 73, as is given equation number 1, plus 2. xy is 12, as is given equation number 2. We have 73 plus 24, which is going to be 97, is your answer. So for x, 4 raised to the power of 2x is equal to 1 over 32. This one is 2 raised to the 2 of x is equals to 1 over 2 to the 5. Therefore, 2 4x is equals to 2 minus 5. Okay, 4x is equals to minus 5. X is equals to 5 over 4, which is a negative. That's done. X squared minus 17x plus 72 is equals to 0. Therefore, we factorize this one. We factorize this one. We have x, we have 9, we have x, we have 8. We have a negative, we have a negative. Therefore, x is equals to 9, x is equals to 8. Straight. 8 raised to the power of 1 over x is equals to 2. Raised to the power of 1 over 2 times 4 raised to the power of 3 over 2 over 3. This becomes 2 raised to the 3, or bracket 1 over 3, is equals to 2 raised to the power of 1 over 2 times 2 raised to the 2, 2 over 3. Therefore, 2, 3 over x is equals to 2, 1 over 2 times 2, 4 over 3. Therefore, 2, 3 over x is equals to 2, 1 over 2 plus 4 over 3. Therefore, 2, 3 over x, 3 over x, therefore 3 over x is equals to 3 over 6 plus 8 over 6. Therefore, 3 over x is equals to 11 over 6. Therefore, 3 times 6 divided by 11 is equals to x. Therefore, x is equals to 18 over 11. So for x, 3 square root of x all raised to 1 over 2 is equals to 2 is equals to 27. Okay, we say in this case we're going to square both sides. We say 3 square root of x raised to the power of 1 over 2 square it is equals to square root of 27 square it. What this gives is 3 square root of x is equals to 27, right? 3 square root of x, 27. Square root of x is equals to, divide both sides by 3 is 27. Therefore, you square both sides is equals to 81. X is equals to 80. Okay, here we go. Another solve for x, where the square root of 1 over x plus the square root of 1 over x plus the square root of 1 over x is equals to 1 over 2. Solve for x. So we know these are all like terms, so we can all add them. We can add them all together, which is this 3 square root of 1 over x is equals to 1 over 2. We divide both sides by 3. We have 1 over x square root is equals to this divided by 3 is 6. Alright, and then we square both sides. 1 over x is equals to 1 over 36. Therefore, x is equals to 36. Finish. Again, here we have solved for x. 2 over root of x is equals to x over 4. We're going to go with 2. Alright. Going to go with cross multiplication, which is going to be 2 times 4 is equals to be x times root of x, which is going to be 8x root of x. We square both sides, we have 64. We square this side, we have x squared times x. We have 64 is equals to x cubed. We have 4 cubed is equals to x cubed. We have x is equals to 4. Okay, we have solved for x where 2 over root of x is equals to x over 4. We're going to have cross multiplication, which is 8 is equals to x root of x. 8 squared x root x squared. We're going to have 8 times 8. 64 is equals to x squared times x. 64 is equals to x to the 3. X to the 3. 4 squared cubed rather is equals to x cubed. Therefore, x is equals to 4. Alright, here we have another solve for x, where it looks pretty complicated, but it is not. Okay, cool. We'll start by saying 32 is going to be 2 raised to the power of 5. Bracket 5x plus 2 is equals to 2, 5, 12 minus x. All of this raised to the power of 1 over 5x because of the square root. Right? Square root of 2 is equals to 2 to the 1 over 2. This is the square root. Alright, sharp. If you understand, then we can proceed. Alright, what we have here is 2, 25x plus 10 is equals to, right, 2, 5, 12 minus x multiply by 1 over 5x, which is 25 x plus 10 is equals to 2. All of this is going to be equals to 5, 12 minus x divided by 5 is minus x, right? So it's going to be 2, 25x, yes, 25x plus 10 is equals to 2 raised to the 5, 12 minus 2x. From this we could see that 25x plus 10 is equals to 5 raised to 12 minus 2x. Okay, so for x, where 2 raised to the power of x plus 1 is equals to 8 raised to the power of x minus 2. Therefore, 2 raised to the power of x plus 1 is equals to 2 raised to the power of 3, or raised to the power of x minus 2. Therefore, 2x plus 1 is equals to 3x minus 6. X plus 1 is equals to 3x minus 6 is equals to 1, 6 come this side, plus 6, 3x, x come this side, minus x. 7 is equals to 2x. X is equals to 7 over 2. Okay, here we go. We have solve for x, where x is equals to, solve for x. And the equation is square root of 3x plus 10 is equal to 10. Is equals to x. So we square both sides. Square root of 3x plus 10 squared should be equals to squared, which gives us 3x plus 10 is equals to x squared. 0, x squared, 3x minus 10. 10 times 1, 5 times 2, 0 is equals to square root, is equals to x, 5, 2, negative, positive. X is equals to negative 2, and x is equals to positive 5. So for x, we're 4 over 9, all raised to the power of x plus 1 is equals to 27 over 8, all raised to the power of 2 minus 8. Squared, all raised to the x plus 1 is equals to 2, 3, hold on, the 3 is at the top, which is the 10, divided by 2, all raised to the power of 3, bracket, 2 minus 9. All raised to the power of 2x okay. Without having in the way that we need them to be, we're just gonna raise 1 to the power of negative 1, but also put the negative 1 outside. So it's like negative 1 times negative 1 is equals to 1. Multiply anything by 1, multiply anything by 1, it is the same thing. So multiplying something by negative 1 twice, it is the equivalent of multiplying it by, right? It is the equivalent of multiplying it, right? So we're going to say 2 over 3 raised to the negative 1, raise the outside also to the negative 1, since we raised the inside by a negative 1, multiply by a negative 1 outside, we've actually just raised it to the positive 1. This becomes 3 over 2. This raised to the power negative 1 becomes this. This raised to the negative 1 becomes 2x minus 2 is equals to 3 over 2 bracket 6 minus 3x. Therefore, we can conclude to say negative 2x minus 2 should be equals to, or is equals to, 6 minus 3x. We say is equals to minus 2x, 3 comes this side, becomes 3x, 6, 2 becomes that, comes that side, becomes plus 2. This and this produces a 1, that and that becomes an 8. X is equals to 8. Alright, solve for x, where 5x is equals to 125 raised to the power of x minus 1. 5x is going to be equals to bracket 125 is 5 times 5 times 5, which is 5 to the power of 3, x minus 1. 5 to the x is equals to 5 to the 3x minus 3, right? Therefore, x is equals to 3x minus 3. 3 jumps comes this side, becomes a positive 3, is equals to 3x. X comes this side, becomes a negative. Therefore, 3 is equals to 2x. Therefore, x is equals to 3 over 2. X is equals to 3 over 2. Here's a basic question. Solve for x where x plus 2 squared is equals to 3. Obviously, we start by opening the brackets, which is going to be x plus 2, x plus 2 is equals to 3. Therefore, x squared plus 2x plus 2x plus 4 is equals to 3. Therefore, x squared plus 4x plus 4 minus 3 is equals to 0. Therefore, x squared plus 4x plus 1 is equals to 0, where a is equals to 1, b is equals to 4, c is equals to 1, where x is equals to minus b plus minus the square root of b squared minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, all divided by 2a, where x is equals to minus 4 plus minus 4 squared minus 4a c 2a, x is equals to minus 4 plus minus 16 minus 4 is the square root of 12, all divided by 2. We further simplify, it becomes square root of 12 becomes 2 root of 3, which is minus 4 plus 2 root of 3 divided by 2. Therefore, x is equals to minus 2 plus root of 2 is what x is equal to. Okay, here we go again with another solve for x. Minus 2 inside the bracket is 3x plus 1 is equals to x minus 5. It is a straightforward one where 9 minus 6x minus 2 is equals to x minus 5 is equals to 9 minus 2 plus 5, which is this 9 minus this 2 transpose this 5, become that side becomes a positive, is x. Take this 6, bring this side, becomes a positive 6, and this one becomes a 7 plus 5, 7 plus 5 is equals to 7x. 12 is equals to 7x. X is equals to 12 over 7. This is the solution. Okay, here's another question or solve for x. It says if 2x minus 3 over x is equals to 5, then 4x squared plus 9 over x squared is equals to what? Okay, straightforward. We'll start by solving for x. 2x minus 3 over x is equals to 5. Therefore, 2x squared minus 3 is equals to 5x. We multiply everything by x. 2x squared minus 5x minus 3 is equals to 0. Right? Where 2 times 1, 3 times 1, right? Okay, seems like it allows. Okay, cool. Well, it's going to be 2x 3, and then it's going to be x 1. Since we need these to be both, since they're both positive, negative, that cannot be achieved. Yeah. Yep, it can be achieved. If this is a negative, no, if this is a negative and this is a positive, 2x squared, negative 2, 3x, negative 3, cannot be achieved. So we resort to an x is equals to minus, plus minus, all divided by 2a, where x is equals to minus b minus 5 plus minus b a c. No, that's cruel, bro. Right? Unless she does some dumb shit. Yeah. But yeah, like, no. That girl, never. I don't believe in karma, but I don't believe in it. 25 minus 8 times 3 is 1. Square root of 25. 4, 12, 24. Positive. Whoa. Positive 24. All divided by 4. X is equals to 5 plus minus 49 square root over 4. Therefore, x is equals to 5 minus 7 divided by 4, which is equals to negative 2, negative half, right? X is equals to minus 1 over 2, or x is equals to this and that added is 12 divided by 3 by 4 is 3. This is the answer. Solve for x, where 5 raised to the power of x plus 1 minus 5 raised to the power of x minus 1 is equals to 120. We start by saying 5 raised to the power of x multiply 5 raised to the power of 1 minus 5 raised to the power of x multiplied by 5 raised to the power of 1 should be equals to 120, or as is given. So 5 raised to the power of x is factored outside. It's 5 minus 1 over 5. Bracket is equals to 120. Then 5 raised to the power of x, 5 is 25 over 5 minus 1 over 5 is equals to 120. Therefore 5x is equals to 24 over 5 is equals to 120. 5 raised to the x is equals to 120 times 5, all divided by 24. Therefore 5 raised to the power of x is equals to 12 times 5 times 2 times 5, all divided by 24. 24, which is 12 times 2. Therefore 5 raised to the power of x is equals to, this cancels that cancels that, 5 raised to the power of 2. Therefore x is equals to 2 is our solution. Thank you. Alright, here we go. We have x plus 3 raised to the power of x, all in bracket raised to the power of x is equals to 25. So for x, what we know here is that x plus 3 raised to the power of x should be equals to 5 squared. Okay, we say x plus 3 raised to the power of x is equals to 2 plus 3 raised to the power of 2. Therefore x is equals to 2. We solve x by observing, which is 5 is equals to 2 plus 3. The exponent is this. We need the exponent, and the variable inside to be the same, which is what we achieve here, which makes x to be equals to 2. All right, here's another question. it says x over 2 plus x over x is equals to 9. Solve for x. Obviously, x over 2 plus x divided by x is 1 is all equals to 9. Therefore, x is equals to 2. X is equals to 9. X over 2 is equals to 9 minus 1, where x over 2 is equals to 8, where x is equals to 8 times 2, where x is equals to 16. All right. Here again we go with another exciting solve for x question, where 3 raised to the power of x is equals to 9 raised to the power of x. It's a straightforward one, which 3 of x is equals to 3 squared raised to the power of x, which 3 of x raised to the power of x is equals to 3 raised to the power of 2x. Therefore, x is equals to 2x. Therefore, 0 is equals to x minus x. Therefore, 0 is equals to x. X is equals to 0 is the solution. All right. I don't know if I see the question correctly, but as far as I can see it, I see it is 4 raised to the power of x plus 4 times 2 raised to the power of x minus 5 is all equals to 0. And it says we must solve for x. This one is a very straightforward one. We start by saying 2 raised to the power of 2, x is outside, plus 4 times 2 to the power of x minus 5 is equals to 0, where 2 to the 2x, because the 2 times the x are going to multiply each other, is going to become 2x, plus 4 times 2x minus 5 is equals to 0. And then when we get here, you stop. You say let 2 to the x equals to k, right? Therefore, if 2 to the x, if 2 raised to the power of x is equals to k, therefore 2 raised to the power of 2x is k squared, which means this one is k squared, right? This one is k squared plus, right? We continue, plus 4 times 2 raised to the power of x. 2 raised to the power of x is equals to k, so it's 4k minus 5 should be equals to 0. And then we factorize, is equals to 0, and then k times k, and then we say the factors of 5 is going to be 5 times 1. So it's going to be 5, it's going to be 1. We need 5 to be positive, it's going to be positive. So it's going to be positive here. No. We need 5 to be, okay, wait. Yeah, it's going to be negative here. Why am I wasting time? It's going to be negative here. It's going to be positive here. Therefore, k is equals to negative 5, and k is equals to 1. Therefore, k, remember, is equals to 2 to the power x is equals to negative 5. This one is invalid. There is no solution for this one. There is nothing you can raise. 2 to the power of whatnot can never give you a negative number. Therefore, you're going to say 2, but this one has a solution. 2 to the power of x is equals to 1. 2 to the power of x is equals to 2 to the power of 0. Therefore, x is equals to 0. This is the solution for the answer here. Thank you. All right. We have the square root of 2 cubed times the square root of 2 is equals to the 6th root of 2x. All right, let's say solve for x. First, we just simplify this, which is 2 raised to the power of 3 multiply by 2 raised to the power of 1 over 2, which is the square root. All of this raised to the power of 1 over 2, which is the square root, should be equals to 2x raised to the power of 1 over 6, right? So what we have inside is an addition, which is 2, 3 plus 1.5, 3 plus half, which is going to be 3.5, which is 7 over 2, all raised to the power of 1 over 2, is equals to 2x divided by 6. It's going to be 2. 7 divided by 4 is equals to 2x divided by 6. 7 divided by 4 should be equals to x divided by 6. Therefore, 4x should be equals to 7 times 6. X should be equals to 7 times 6 divided by 4, which x is therefore equals to what is this? 3 over 2, 21 over 2. That is the value. All right. I don't know if I see the question properly, but as far as I can see it, because it's not clear enough, but as far as what I can see, it is the square root of 108 times x raised to the power 10 plus 200 to square root of 243 times x to the power 10. I don't know what is the instruction, but I'm going to assume it says to simplify. So if it says to simplify, we're going to go with it like this. First, we're going to have, right, 108 is 4 times 28 times 27 times x to the power of 10 plus, right, 243 is going to be equals to it's going to be equals to, let me just try this one here. Okay, 243 is going to be equals to 27 times 9 times x to the 10, right? And furthermore, we see that it can be 4 times 9 times 3 times 10 times x to the power 10 times x to the power 10. Maybe I overcomplicated it, but it still gives you the answer that you need. And then we're going to have 27 is also going to come down to 27 is 9 times 3 times 9 times x to the power of 10. This is equals to square root of 4 times square root of 9 times square root of 3 times the square root of x raised to the power of 10 plus square root of 9 times the square root of 3 times the square root of 9 times the square root of x raised to the power of 10. Right, the square root of 4 is going to be 2 times, right, since it's numbers, this is going to look like a comma, it's better we just write it. So it's going to be 2 times 3 times the square root of 3, which is the square root of 3. And then you say, what is the square root of x raised to the power of 10, the square root of this? So the square root of anything is simply this thing raised to the power of 1 over 2, right? The square root of 4 is simply the square root of 2 squared, 1 over 2, which is equals to 2 times 1 over 2. 2 times 1 over 2 is equals to 1. Anything raised to the power 1, which means that thing multiplied by nothing, is that thing, is this. So x raised to the power of 10, square root of that is just the square root of, is just the exponent multiplied by 1 over 2. Just like the cubic root would be the cube root of, let's just say, cubed. The cube root will be equals to x raised to the power of 3 times this, which is just going to be x. Right. So if we come here, we say, all right, understood. Then what is going to be x raised to the power of 10? The square root of x raised to the power of 10 is going to be equals to, x raised to the power of 10 divided by 2. plus square root of 9 is 3 times square root of 3 is the square root of 3. Square root of 9 is 3 times, again, x raised to the power of 10 divided by 2. Or just to make it simple, let's not jump the gun as of yet. Let's represent it as it is, which is going to be x raised to the power of 10 raised to the power of 1 over 2, which is x, again, x raised to the power of 10 raised to the power of 1 over 2, which means this is going to be equals to 2 times 3 is 6 square root of 3 multiply by x to the power of 5 plus 3 times 3 is 9 square root of 3 times x raised to the power of 5 raised to the power of 5. From this we can see that x raised to the power of 5 and x raised to the power of 5 become like terms. So if x raised to the power of 5 and x raised to the power of 5 are like terms, and 6 square root of 3, 9 square root of 3 is going to be 15 square root of 3 times x raised to the power of 5. The proper way to write it would be 15 x raised to the power of 5 square root of 3. This is the simplified answer if they said simplify. Alright, we're here again with the solve for x question, which is the one above, right? So we have x to the power of 60 divided by 4 to the power of 10, or raised to the power of 1 over 20, which is that is equals to 4, right? Which is x 60 divided by 20 divided by 4, 10 divided by 20 is equals to 4. Therefore, x to the 3 divided by 4 to the 1 over 2 should be equals to 4. X to the 3 is equals to 4 times 4 to the 1 over 2. Therefore, x to the 3 is equals to 8. Therefore, x to the 3 is equals to 2 to the 3. Therefore, x is equals to 2. Solve for x, where x minus 1 divided by 3, all raised to the power 3 is equals to 64. Solve for x. Okay. The way to go about it is going to say, alright, x minus 1, 3, raised to the power 3 is equals to 4 raised to the power of 3, right? And then we say find the cube root of both sides. So the cube root of x minus 1 over 3 should be equals to the cube root of 4 raised to the power 3. Obviously, it's going to be 1 minus 3. 1 minus 1 divided by 3 is equals to 4, where x minus 1 is going to be equals to 4 times 3, where x is going to be equals to 12 plus 1, where x is going to be equals to 13. Okay, we have another solve for x, which is an easy, straightforward, fun question. It says if 7 raised to the power x multiplied by 7 raised to the power x is equals to 49, what is the value of x? Okay, by knowing the rules of exponents, we realize that 7x times 7x is equals to 49 simply means 7x plus x is equals to 49. Therefore, 2x is equals to 49. Therefore, 2x is equals to 7 squared. Therefore, 2x is equals to 2. Therefore, x is equals to 1.